Hello, I'm Mona Santana. This is my daily gratitude list where I list and talk about 5 things I'm grateful for that hopefully you can relate to as well. Number 1, eye doctors. I am grateful for eye doctors. If it wasn't for eye doctors, a lot of us would be blind at this point. They take the time out of in their lives to learn about eyes and continue to learn about eyes and different procedures in order to make sure that our eyes stay healthy and so that we can keep our sight and so that we can have glasses so we can still read and do whatever we want to do. And of course, there's all kinds of advancements and different types of surgeries that we can get for different types of problems with eyes. But to me, it's amazing how much how much we've improved upon what we're capable of doing with eyesight or how we're able to fix it. It hasn't been very long that we've had some of the techniques that have come about, like laser eye surgery, for instance, like that. It hasn't been around that long. So we should be really thankful for the fact that we are able to have incredibly advanced eye care at this point in the history of humanity. There's just so much to be grateful for in this area. It's just incredible. So, pay attention to eye doctors and, what they bring into your life and, how you should feel grateful that you can have the peace of mind that your eyes are fine and that if something happened to your eyes, you know that it could most likely be fixed. So that's a huge place in which we can feel gratitude. So number 2, I'm grateful for onions. I love onions. I know not everybody loves onions, but I love the flavor of onions. They add so much to so many different foods. I mean, but I'm the kind of person who would eat an onion sandwich, just with mayonnaise. I mean, like I know that sounds disgusting to a lot of people, but I love it. And I love onions and all different types of onions and how they really do add a ton of flavor. And it's kind of a unique kind of vegetable or root vegetable that we have. I like the concept of the idea of the onion and peeling an onion and the onion skin and all that. So that's kind of a cool thing too. Onions are a huge source of inspiration for a lot of artists in the history of the world. So that's another area in which we can feel gratitude for onions, which sounds kind of silly, right? But it's true. I mean, or just look at the Beatles, a glass onion. So anyway, so I love onions. So thank you, onions. Number 3, I'm grateful for toilet paper. I think everyone is, especially during the pandemic. People went bonkers to buy up all the toilet paper. I mean, isn't that crazy when you think about it? But that happened, and so we should really recognize how much we appreciate having toilet paper. I'm not going to go on into the reasons why, because we all know, and that's kind of gross. But but I definitely feel like we should have gratitude for toilet paper, because we didn't always have that, and so you decide what people used in order to deal with that situation. So thank you very much, TP. Number 4, I'm grateful for the Greek philosopher, the ancient Greek philosopher, Socrates. He's basically the father of modern Western philosophy. He came up with the idea of ideas, in fact, and ethics and how to think, and really started a movement in philosophy with his pupils, Plato. Anyway, he was really a very inspirational human being who lived at some point in history many, 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 many years back, and he continues to influence our world today. And really, I think he was, obviously he was one of the greatest thinkers in the history of humanity, and so we have a debt of gratitude to him. We owe a debt of gratitude to him for having thought up all of these new ways of thinking. And I personally am very interested in philosophy and different ways of thinking and different perspectives and different ways of looking at things. And so, that's the place where we can have some gratitude. So, number 4 is Socrates. Number 5, I'm grateful for cars. I can't believe it took me this long to list cars as something to be grateful for. But seriously, I mean, we haven't had cars that long. I mean, it's been 100 years at this point, but otherwise we'd be still running around in, buggies with horses. And can you imagine what it's like not having cars anymore? Like, that's crazy. Can you imagine how much that invention has completely changed our lives? Cars. And yeah, that's someplace where we should definitely have gratitude. So yeah, number 1 was eye doctors. Number 2, onions. Number 3, toilet paper. Number 4, Socrates. And number 5, cars. Try and focus on those things today and feel the gratitude for those things. The more you practice gratitude, the more you're going to see yourself defaulting to a more positive and optimistic point of view, and consequently you'll feel better. You'll make people around you feel better. And it's a really good thing to practice along with, exercising your body. You exercise your brain. So why wouldn't you do it, I hope you continue to join me, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.